Denali and Zebra have partnered together to provide this intelligent cabinet solution to our customers.
It's comprised of a couple of different pieces. There's a physical piece, which would be the cabinet, kind of the furniture, right? And then there's a data piece that's going to be sitting on the devices and help with the management piece.
This is a solution, not a storage locker. So as a result, it delivers a number of different benefits.
At a high level, what the Intelligent Cabinet solution is, it's a way to ease the check-in, check-out, and some management of our devices for our users.
Our customers are looking for a way to secure their endpoint devices, to make sure that they are also available for end users to be able to come up to a cabinet and be able to take a device out and start using it right away.
It increases your productivity because you have the right device at the right time in the right place, fully charged, ready to go.
That cabinet is passively cooled, it's Wi-Fi friendly, it's lockable.
So with the locking solution, this means that if this is in a more public area of your retail space or out in front of patients in a healthcare space, you're able to keep them secure and only available to users that have the login credentials.
So it's a really nice place to store these devices.
What I think is the most innovative part about the smart cabinet is the fact that it creates a one-to-one relationship between the device and the user. So you have complete accountability.
Prevents loss, it prevents device hoarding. This is my favorite device, let me hide it over here.
The idea is if we have users that want to come in and use a device for their shift, they're going to log into that device.
So if I unlock the device and take this with me, this is my device now. So
That's
you
your
know
device.
that I have this device.
That's correct, yes.
What we do is if the user doesn't log in at the beginning or within a certain amount of time, that device is going to start making a very loud, annoying noise to remind that user, and probably most people around that user, to log in before you start going about your job.
For example, if you don't log into your device can't just walk off. It's going to beep until you address it.
And then at the end of the shift, come back to that central location where the cabinet is, plug that device back in.
So you have complete accountability between the user and the device that they have.
So we move to the data piece of the benefit. Really what we're driving is accountability. As a user takes a device and logs in, we obviously know what user has that device for that shift.
The manager has a system and a console they can log into where they'll see Aliath has checked out device 1111.
That builds knowledge within the organization who has a device. Also kind of lets the user know that these devices are important. We want them to be cared for and we want to know who is using them throughout the day.
Zebra Intelligent Cabinets are saving hospitals, retail stores, and warehouses millions of dollars by preventing device loss.
It increases security in another way, in that only authorized users have access to the cabinetry, to the devices in the cabinetry.
There's also some functionality where a manager or IT needs to get a certain subset of devices for some kind of firmware upgrade.
We're able to maximize device uptime because we can perform diagnostics and remote monitoring of the device.
There's also kind of a loss prevention functionality that comes along with it, in that sometimes at the end of a shift, maybe a device is just put down, or maybe a device goes home with a user in a purse or in a backpack. There's a timeout, and so if that device that has been checked out is not then checked back in within a certain amount of time, and this is configurable, it will start also doing that loud, annoying squawking to remind that user to bring that back to the cabinet.
It's an investment protection. It clearly protects your investment in the technology.
A lot of times what you'll see in a hospital is devices are just kind of thrown in a drawer, or they've got some semblance of a cabinet, but it's a mess of wires. Sometimes things are plugged in, sometimes things aren't. These cabinets really provide a great way to, again, store these devices, make sure they're being charged, present them in a way that in healthcare, a nurse or perhaps a non-clinical user is going to see which one they want to pick up for their shift.
And then you can optimize workflows. You can station the cabinets in locations that make sense based on the flow of traffic. as an example, a nurse station, centralized nurse station. You can put devices there because the traffic passes there quite frequently.
In the hospital, what you're doing is you're checking in and out medicines. You could be checking in and out patients, so scanning the patient tag and ID on their wristband.
Nurses come in, they're going to check in at the beginning of their shift. At the end of the outgoing nurse's shift, they're going to have a report, and they're not thinking about, okay, I need to log in or log out of my device. They're thinking about, I have these patients that need care. I need to get to the bedside as quickly as I can. And believe it or not, this kind of ends up in clinicians forgetting to sign into the device, and they might find themselves then at the bedside and then have to sit there and fiddle with the device and log on before they can actually provide care to that patient. So the way that the software for the intelligent cabinets requires you to sign in within a set period of time is kind of a reminder, a loud one at times, but a reminder that you need to sign in, and then by that time when the nurse is at the bedside, you're going to be ready to go and deliver care. And single sign-ons are great because if you think about what that nurse is doing with a device, it's always a multi-purpose device. You're logging into different systems, multiple systems, and a single sign-on provides great value in making it exactly what it sounds like. You sign in once, you're into all of your applications, everything you need right then and there. Don't have to keep track of all the user ID and passwords and type them into a tiny little screen. We don't want to rock that cradle at all, right? So we will integrate into that single sign-on so that the intelligent cabinet piece where you log in is just another piece to the SSO. So you're tapping in, it's going to get you into the intelligent cabinet software as well as all the other applications that you're going to use.
Warehouse and manufacturing, as an example, you have inventory management, you have reverse logistics, you have storage and stock management. So this is a solution perfectly aimed at that. In T&L, transportation and logistics, you have postal and courier use cases, you have fleet management use cases, and then in retail you have distribution centers, you have front and back of store, you have e-commerce applications. So yeah, the cabinetry serves all those use cases.
It's a great working relationship. Zebra provides the technology, and Denali provides the implementation and integration to get this a working solution into the environment that these are being deployed to.
We've always focused on the caregiver, right? What can we do with our solutions to improve the experience and the effectiveness of the caregiver at the bedside? If we can put technology in place that is going to deliver information, deliver everything that caregiver needs right there at the bedside without being in the way, then we've done our job. And it's really exciting to be able to do that and to see it work.
If you combine Zebra's world-class technologies with Denali's global capabilities, it enables us to deliver tremendous business outcomes, excellent solutions for our mutual clients.
No one else has the complete solution with the software and the ability to lock down the devices like Zebra does.